I was about going back to my office when suddenly they said, we are asked to go and show you your official quarter. And I was taken to one big, massive house in Wusetu. In fact, the house can contain almost 30 cars. My friends, I need to tell you that I was so grateful to God after I was given an appointment at Nigerian Education Bank. I actually resumed at Nigerian Education Bank on 1st of July 1996. And as I was resuming in the bank, I remember that very fateful day. They took me around to introduce me to members of my unit because I had 4 departments under my unit. And I said, okay, let me go and settle in my office. But no sooner had I settled that the managing director called me and they gave me my official car with a driver. And I was amazed. I said, oh, is this how sweet this God is? I was about going back to my office when suddenly they said, we are asked to go and show you your official quarter. And I was taken to one big, massive house in Wusetu. In fact, the house can contain almost 30 cars with a lot of planted fruits, very big queue. And I was wondering, is it because well equipped with everything you can think of as at that time? The kitchen, in the sitting room, it was a 4 bedrooms with 1 visitor's room with study. Very massive house. So, after we were there, in fact, I couldn't go back to the office because I was amazed that how will I manage this house? It was then that they now brought the domestic staff, a cook, a gardener, and 2 security persons. I said, all this for me? They said, yes. In fact, on that day, while they even said I should not leave the house yet, that they were bringing in some machines, with the new ones, washing machine, cooker, which they did not want to put there, and so on and so forth. And I was very, very grateful to God. Throughout that night, I couldn't sleep. I was just praying and thanking God because it is amazing. It is very, very amazing. Now, I do not want to forget where I started. Full Gospel Businessmen Fellowship International. Now I'm very far away from my 2 chapters, both the one in Garki and the one in Transcorp, but I made up to continue with them in Transcorp. No sooner than that, I was made the secretary of the chapter, and we had a very good time. But one other step I took was I must establish a mark of God in my office. So I set up a lunch hour fellowship. I remember there were 2 guys heading 2 departments in that my unit. They proved a little bit stubborn because they drink a lot alcohol. And I called them one on one because they were senior people. In fact, they were like the next set of people on the ladder to me. But they would not listen. Even after we left Nigeria Education Bank and they went to some other places, It's so sad to know that it is this same alcohol that killed the two of them at various places. One was an architect, the other was an administrator. Just the same alcohol that we were preaching against and telling them that this is not the right thing. Look at my case. That was what killed them. However, in Nigeria Education Bank, it was not all so smooth. Still met with one fellow that thought, why should I be talking where he's talking? Because he was a professor, and it was a long battle. But I knew that Jesus won the battle, and at the end of it, we became friends. Ladies and gentlemen, while Nigeria Education Bank trying to reform it, in the first year, the second year, and the third year, then suddenly somebody saw something in the Gazette that we have been gazetted to be defunct, and so it was. However, they did not leave us unattended to. According to the white paper, they said we should be posted to government ministries and parastatal. Again, some of us were withstood, like the Rock of Gibraltar. They did not allow us to be to be posted to our various posts, whereas some other ones were picked among us. I don't want to emphasize on that so that do not cause some enmity. They were picked among us and posted, but all others, they left us. But I thank God that they paid us off. They paid us what they wanted to pay us, and that was how they didn't drive me from my official quarter. And as God will have it, that is another miracle in the waiting. Because of the big house, suddenly government made a policy that everyone that's a government worker, they should sell their houses to them. I need to tell you more about that, because in the next episode, I need to tell you more about that. Thank you very much for listening. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a few videos back, Mr. Folabi was on his way to the mortuary after being in coma for 24 hours. That useless life that the devil wanted to snuff out, Jesus picked that life up and then began to bless him, then began to open doors for him, began to promote him. You heard his story. Assistant General Manager, Nigerian Education Bank. Then it was an avalanche of blessings. It's things he never expected to see. Chief palm wine drinker, 5-bedroom duplex in highbrow area of Abuja. Official car, driver, 2 security guards, domestic, a cook, and other officers he had a cook, then he had a domestic, another domestic hand. All right, so a gardener in the house. Chief palm wine drinker, gardener, cook. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't believe that there is God, here is evidence for you. Who takes nothings, zeros, and then he begins to add value to your life. May God open our eyes to see who Jesus is, the light of the world. He comes into your life an unexpected miracle. I've told you, it's an adventure to follow Jesus, because things you never imagined will start happening in your life. This is the story of Falabi. There's more that you will hear. But now let me encourage you to subscribe to this channel. Send this video to your friends. Let these videos encourage other people. Then send us your comments. Help us improve what we're doing. And the Lord will reward you for it. Thank you for tuning in today.